What is going on, guys? This is Superfans Sports Spiel, episode 3. Today we have a special guest. We got Metsrsl, Scott. Let's give him a round of applause. Nick, you're
Thank you, guys.
You're sideways on us, Nick. Just letting you know.
Oh fuck.
Okay. So yeah, we got Scott here today. Obviously, we had Philly Cole on last episode. He had some things to say about Scott. So we're gonna let Scott now respond to that and give him an equal opportunity to say his story. But we'll get to that later. First, we're gonna talk some maintenance, right? Scott, we just want to know, when and why did you start your account?
Well, it all started when the Mets were on in like July, and the ESPN broadcasters were on for like Sunday Night Baseball, and I'm sick of them because I don't like them at all, and I just made a video ranting about it, and it blew up. It got like 1,000 something likes, so I was like, I'm gonna start filming the TV, and then it just went off from there.
Yeah, that was a brilliant idea. Probably like A-Rod, Jessica Mendoza. They're all brutal. They're all terrible.
Yeah.
Mendoza's terrible.
She's bad. I can't believe they gave her. Guys, we're not sexist here, but I cannot believe they gave Jessica Mendoza the game, the White Sox Athletic Series, because it was bad. And the guy doing the play-by-play, I forget who it was, but he was brutal as well. So
Baskerville, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, that was a great idea of you to start doing that, because obviously you blew up a little bit. And now we're here. Scott, the people want to know, what does RSL mean? Nobody knows what it means. What does it mean?
It really doesn't mean anything, to be honest. Like when I was a child and I made passwords and stuff, RSL would just be like it just was in my first password, and I just used it ever since. It's been at the end of like everything, pretty much.
All right, so now we're giving out passwords. All right. Okay, I guess next question is, what happened with Pete Alonso? Like when you got blocked by him, what's the story?
Do you get to restart this or no?
What was that?
Do you want me to go to a quieter place so we can restart this or no? You want to keep going?
Keep going. We can keep going. Yeah.
All right. Basically, the Pete Alonso thing is my account's like satire. Like things I say, like I don't mean it seriously, and it was a Phillies Mets game, obviously rivalry. And of course, Philly Cole was involved, like in a group chat. So I was like, I wanted us to win really bad. He came up to the plate, runners on, and he strikes out on 3 pitches, like classic Alonso. And I just raged. Like it was all rage. I mean, it was a joke, but at the same time, I was like, it was just in the moment, you know. Like I don't mean any of that stuff. Obviously, I love Alonso.
Yeah.
And basically, it was a draft. I wasn't even gonna post it, and I ended up posting it. And then a day later, I look on, it just started blowing up. And the funny thing is, Pete Alonso, I knew he had TikTok, and I was actually gonna block him because I didn't want him seeing my stuff. And 2 weeks later, he saw my video, and he commented like this thing, like, "Oh, I saw what you said. Like, I'm sure you couldn't say it to my face." His girlfriend actually commented first, telling me to seek a therapist, which, I mean, expected response. And they both.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
either.
she did. They both blocked me, so I can't see the comments now, but I have screenshots of them. And yeah, and to this day, it's just like that's what I'm known for, just the kid who Pete Alonso blocked.
Yeah, that's funny. I mean, the only the top athlete like we've ever had comment on our video is like Luke Little. I don't know anyone else, but yeah, that'd be pretty cool if we had even just to piss off some players. That'd be awesome. Okay. So every time I go on your lives or check out your account, I see there's always something about Vinny Bats and Pirates RSL. Who even are those guys?
They're actually the same person because he changed his name from he changed his name from Pirates RSL to Vinny Bats. Basically, we were fine, and like this kid was like obsessed with me. I mean, a lot of my fans are spamming me when I first talked to them, which I don't blame them for. But he spammed me a ton, asking to play the show, and I was like, okay. And I don't even know what happened with him, but for some reason, when I wouldn't play with him, he would get all mad. So yeah, we played one game when like 2 months ago. I played him recently and beat him, obviously, but basically he just got mad at me, and he started DMing me like 50 times. Like if I pull up the DMs, it's just constant DMs from the Vinny kid. He's like 10 probably. I don't even know. And then he had that audacity to call me a stalker. He would call me a stalker, even though this kid was literally stalking my page. It was so funny, but he's the biggest hypocrite ever, and everyone in the community hates him, almost like Philly Cole, but it's just he's a weird kid.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit. Let's talk about a little bit about sports, specifically Mets. I mean, obviously, you guys or Steve Cohen just bought the Mets, and Sandy Alderson is going to remain head of baseball operations. So what do you think of the whole situation and how the offseason is going to go?
I think it's really good because he's been. I mean, we already signed Stroman back. We're getting Syndergaard back. The rotation already looked good without signing anyone. I mean, our team without signing anyone right now is a pretty good team. And if you add someone like Springer, or I mean, I don't think we're going to get Realmuto, but McCann, Bauer, any of those guys, our team just becomes elite almost. I mean, in the past, the Mets have been like all talk and they haven't done anything. But I think with Cohen, it's different because he just. I mean, he's the richest owner in baseball by a landslide. So hopefully we go out and sign people and we actually get a competitive team because that's all I want. I just want to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah, for sure. It's been pretty disappointing for Mets fans, especially with the rosters you guys have had. I mean, you guys should be making the playoffs, should be having winning records, but yeah, that just hasn't happened. The next question we were going to ask is who should the Mets sign? I mean, you kind of already covered that. Bauer, Springer.
I would love Bauer because I just love him as a person. I mean, I'm sure everyone does because momentum and everything, his vlogs, he's just really popular. I'd want him the most. Is he the most useful for the Mets? No, but I'd want him the most. But who would be the most useful? I'd say McCann, probably Springer, not like Jackie Bradley Jr. or any of like the washed up people. Like, I want like
Bradley Jr. is terrible.
Yeah, like I don't. If we sign him, I'm gonna be really upset.
So
it's pretty much Springer, Bauer, McCann, and Lindor. Trade for Lindor or sign DJ if we have to. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get him, but Lindor.
Speaking of Trevor Bauer, speaking of Trevor Bauer, Nick, you gotta plug Bauer.com or TrevorBauer.com right now because you're wearing.
Yeah, I got the Trevor Bauer merch. It's just great quality. It's on TrevorBauer.com. It's just great quality.
Go support the NL Cy Young. Okay. Who when you're watching the Mets, who are your favorite players? Who are the guys you just love seeing in the Mets uniform?
Well, I guess people I hate on the least, so it would be like DeGrom, Conforto, Lugo. I mean, I don't ever hate on any of those guys ever. Like in terms of a meme standpoint, I love Cano, Diaz, Alonso, Ramos, obviously Billy Hamilton. All the people that we just made jokes on my account are my favorite. But in terms of actual favorite, I'd say Conforto and DeGrom and stuff. I mean, unfortunately, Cano took steroids. Ramos, I don't even know where he's going, and Billy Hamilton's probably just roaming the streets right now. So yeah, we don't have any of the three of those guys. So it's the OG people are falling off, but I don't know.
Do you think Luis Guilherme takes a major step forward? Probably enters MVP talks next season.
I'm not sure about MVP talks. So I mean, you never know. He's a GOAT. I love that guy. His mustache is great. You know, who doesn't love Luis Guilherme?
He's a sexy man.
He is.
All right, you want to talk a little bit about the New York Giants? Because why not?
Yeah, sure. The most underrated team in football. As simple as that.
Really?
I'm not even joking. 5 one-score losses. They should have beat the Eagles. Yeah, I mean, 11-point lead with 4 minutes left. I mean, how do you blow that game? That's just like such a Giants thing. The Buccaneers, we should have beat. Who else? So the Bucs, the Eagles, and the Cowboys. We had a touchdown lead with like 2 minutes left, and we let Andy Dalton drive down the field and score, which is pretty embarrassing. So yeah, we should be at least 6-4 right now. And I just think our defense. I mean, James Bradbury has been elite this year. Blake Martinez leads the league in tackles. I mean, he did coming into this week. I'm not sure anymore. He's really underrated this year. And I mean, Daniel Jones, I don't think is great. He's more of a meme than he is a good QB, but it's still, I feel like he has potential. And we're doing this all without Saquon. People got to keep in mind. So I just say if the Giants make the playoffs, I think they could honestly do something because they've been close with good teams they played, like Rams, Bucks, and stuff. So
yeah, I mean, what about that week 2 matchup against the Bears when you guys almost had it? Came down to the final seconds.
Oh yeah,
red zone.
That sums up any loss we've had this year. Last second losses like that.
Yeah,
and half of them they caused by refs with like the Cowboys game. Like this, I'm going to get started on that.
Yeah. So next question is Danny Dimes the QB of the future?
I mean, I want to say so bad because he's just like, I love him, but at the same time, like if you look at his stats, like they're just not good. I mean, he has 8 touchdowns, 9 interceptions this year, which is like the bottom of the league. His QB rating is the bottom of the league. He's like 20th or something in passing yards. I mean, granted, I mean, he's not playing with like an amazing offense. Obviously, I think the defense is better this year, but it's just his numbers are not impressive at all. As much as I'd want him to stay a franchise QB, I don't think he is. But I guess we'd have to give him more time.
Yeah. Okay, and then would you like to see the Giants go out and draft a quarterback this in April?
If we somehow didn't win the division, I mean, which is very possible, or we could win it, it's 50-50 in my opinion. If we didn't win it, I'd want us. I mean, we probably wouldn't even be like. I don't even think we'd be top 5 pick because I don't think we're. Because I mean, you got so many. You got like who? Like the Bengals below us who had no Burrow all year. Who else is bad? Jaguars. You have all these teams. Jets, obviously. I forgot about the Buff Fumble. You got them at the bottom. Like they're all going to be getting the top picks. I'm sure the Jets are probably going to draft Trevor Lawrence if he doesn't skip out of the draft because he doesn't want to be in the Jets, which I don't blame him. But
yeah,
I can't see us like drafting a good QB. Like we're probably not going to get Justin Fields more, and so we'll probably be like a mid to late first round guy. But if Daniel Jones does not play well the rest of this year, then I'd look into it. Yeah, but I mean, unfortunately, I'm not the GM, so I can't control it.
Yeah, I mean, so the next question is actually, do you think there's any chance they win the division? But it sounds like you already answered that a little bit.
Well, I don't think the Cowboys or Redskins, football team, I don't think they're either of them are really good at all. And the Eagles, if you look at their next 4 games, Packers, this is not in order, but Packers, Saints, Cardinals, Seahawks, all 4 teams that are very good teams, much better than the Eagles. I mean, I can't see the Eagles winning it, so it's pretty much up to the Cowboys, football team, and the Giants. And out of the 3 of them, I think that, I mean, even people all on TikTok are saying the Giants have the best chance. So, my opinion, I think so. We just got to see.
Do you think they'll have a chance to win any of these playoff games?
Obviously, if we played like the Bucs or the Rams in the first round, we'd get a home game, which is pretty pathetic. But we'd play one of those 2 teams. So again, like I said, both those teams we lost to by 1 score with no Saquon. So I think we could be able to put up a fight against them. If we're playing a team like the Seahawks, Packers, or Chiefs, I mean, I doubt we'd make it to the Super Bowl. But if we did, I'm pretty sure we'd get beaten by a lot. But I think we can win in the first round if we got there.
Okay, that'd be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see whatever shitty team makes it out of that division.
Yeah.
Okay, is it time we get to the juicy stuff?
It might be, yeah.
All right. So obviously we had Philly Cole on last episode. There's beef. What do you have to just like? What's your side of the story? We'll just put it that way.
Well, Cole, I mean, before I even start, I don't even hate the guy. I mean, I don't know what he's got against me. I didn't even do anything. He lied a couple times. I want to say this first. The thing he said about the rage quitting, it said whatever his stupid PS4 username is, some unicorn shit. When it said he forfeited, it forfeited. Like you can't. There's no other outcome. Like it said he forfeited on the screen. Obviously he forfeited. There's no connection. And he like raked off me the first game. I didn't quit it at all. The second game I hit back-to-back homers, and all of a sudden, like it's just a coincidence. After I hit back-to-back homers, his internet goes out. Quote. Because obviously it didn't. He even admitted. I remember him admitting it to me later, like, "Oh, I did rage quit." Like he said it. So that's a blatant lie right there. Like I'm not gonna go say everything he said it was a lie. It wasn't. But there's a few things that were just blatant lies. The rage quit thing. The thing with the group chats is Sean Massacade. I mean, I have nothing against me. I don't know. He couldn't take jokes about. Let's say he would say shit about the Mets all the time. Obviously, I wouldn't care. If I said one thing about the Phillies, he'd add me to this group chat with this NBA Nation, Sean Mass, all these weird kids. And they would just make fun of me because Philly Cole could not talk to me one-on-one. He was scared of me, and he turned down that fight thing. I mean, I don't even know if that's a joke or not, but I would destroy him. He built like Slender Man, but he's just so wrong. But if you want me to tell the story of like Philly Cole?
We want to hear it all, everything.
If you're down, okay,
Let's go. Wild. That's what the people want.
Okay, so let me tell the story of Philly Cole Miller. I first met him. I saw some video. He was actually right. He predicted the Mets finishing in 4th in the NL East. Granted, he was right, and I was mad. Of course, I got mad. It's crazy to think he was even correct with that prediction, and I got mad. So this automatically makes me seem stupid off the bat. But I was like, oh, that's a bad take or something like that. And I even joined his account. He said he was looking for people, so I joined his account to Joe. Started talking to him, and we just became friends. Friends, I guess. So we started talking. We started FaceTiming. We started playing like Xbox together and stuff. Everything was fine until one particular night. We decided to play MLB The Show. Everything was fine at that point. We didn't really have any beef, or I don't even think what we have now is beef. He just makes everything so supreme for some reason, extreme. I mean, but yeah, we decided to play the show. It was fine. We went in. He beat me in the first game. Everything was smooth sailing. We got to the second game. I hit back-to-back homers off him. He said he like threw the wrong pitch, which was just a stupid excuse. And I hit back-to-back homers. And I don't think anyone, come on. All of a sudden, his internet just coincidentally goes out after he gives up back-to-back homers, and it says he forfeits on the screen. Multiple people on the live told me that, and I saw it myself. I mean, that's such a bad excuse. It just makes him look so stupid every time he says that. It's just his lies just get me mad. He obviously quit. He got mad. After the game, I was not forcing him to play with me, but I was saying, like, we had a ton of fans watching. I had like 100 people in my live, and they all wanted to watch us play that night, and I knew they were going to be upset if we didn't play. So I messaged him. I was like, yo, we have to play tonight. He was like, I'll give you the win. I was like, I don't want the win. We'll play. And he literally started cursing me out because I accused him of quitting, which was true. So he started cursing me out for stating a fact. So he got all mad. He got his panties in a bunch and freaked out. He like started screenshotting shit. I was like, I'm going to make a video telling them that you quit. I didn't make a video like saying bad things. That was a lie. I said I'd make a video saying he quit if he didn't play with me because the fans wanted to see a game. So I showed them. I was like I was making an information. I had to make a video to tell them what happened because everyone was spamming my comments. I was like, Philly Cole quit. Like everyone in the comments was like, oh, we saw it on the screen. He forfeited. This kid goes on my account. He starts freaking. He sends me, dude. I have screenshots of this shit. It was. You wouldn't even believe the kind of things he said to me. Like he cursed me out so intensely, called me names I can't even say on the air, but just really messed up stuff. And basically, he blocked me on like everything. And it was kind of chill, I guess. This was like right after the Mets-Phillies series where the Phillies swept the Mets somehow. But yeah, and it was fine. Everything was just like kind of beefy for a couple of weeks. And then we got back to talking. We talked for like a couple of days, but he was like, he would only use me for views, literally. Like he would just use my name for everything for views. He has like 1,000 something followers, and he said he should make half my cut, but like literally half his followers are probably from me, from my account. I'm not even joking. If you go in his comment section, every single thing says that they follow me, which is funny. He only has 1,000 followers. He's been posting twice as long as I have. It's kind of sad, to be honest. He's been posting since like, he said he made his account in July, but he had another account he made back in August or something. And not August, like May.
Yeah, he said he had like 3 or 4 different accounts.
Yeah, the kid makes a new account like every week. I don't even know why. But yeah, basically it went on from there. We talked on FaceTime, like I said, like 3 weeks later. Of course, I was the one who was mature and went out and said, yo, you want to talk? So we did. And of course he had to he didn't even care about like talking to me. He just wanted to use me for views and shit. So I was like, okay, I accused him. I was like, yo, why are you being a jerk? Honestly. Like, and he was just acting really weird. I don't know why the second time around. So I told him that. I was like, you're being a douche for no reason. I was like, you've always been a jerk because the kid was just using me, literally. He didn't care about anything except and he would say, I don't care about followers, but then he'd be on TikTok 24/7 making vids. So, and I called him out on that. He got mad at me. I didn't get mad at him. I'm pretty sure he blocked me again. He cursed me out again. And basically everything went south. And here we are to this day. And it started up again. I don't even know how, because it might even be you guys making that boxing video. I don't know. That was kind of funny, but that started up again. But the whole time, this kid is so manipulative. Whenever we would get in an argument or anything, instead of just talking to me one-on-one, he would add me to a group chat of all these weird ass kids, and they would just insult me. And he would just sit there and just laugh because he knew he was just using these kids. Like, he's like a dictator with these little kids who just like look up to him as God. And his friend, the Braden, the Sean Massa. I mean, Deacon's kind of chill, but he would follow along with him too. But this kid he was so wrong all the time. Like, it's not even funny. Like, I'm the good guy here, not Philly Cole. Just don't. You can't listen to what he's saying. But basically, yeah. And whenever I would make a joke about the Phillies, like he would make jokes about the Mets all the time. I wouldn't care at all. I'd be like, okay, that's fine. And I'd make one joke about the Phillies, and he'd invite me to a group chat and tell me, and he'd make everyone seem like it was such a big deal. Like I just made a joke, and then he'd get all his friends. I don't even know if they're friends. Like he'd get them all to hate me. Like he tried to get his friends to hate me, and then he would say, "Oh, what about you, Scott, and my friends? Like you're the one who turned your friends on me." He has the IQ of a chestnut. I swear, he's so stupid with that shit. But yeah, basically, he's evil, bro. You can ask me any questions you want on Instagram about him because I got the answers.
Okay,
that's the story, pretty much.
Okay. Well, I was actually going to ask you about Deacon, Sean, and then NBA Nations, who I believe is Braden.
Braden, yeah.
Yeah. What exactly is their role in the story? I think you already kind of answered that, but
I don't think I went into that much detail about it, but so Deacon's always been chill with me. We've had somewhat beef here and there. Like he's backed up Philly Cole without everyone backs up Philly Cole without knowing the story. I mean, obviously I have a way bigger following than him, so eventually that turns to go to my side. But still, even I don't want to call it Jack Yankee fan. I love him, but like even in the lives, like I feel like everyone favors Philly Cole for some reason. I don't know why. Like he's a jerk. I don't know how you could like that kid. And that, I mean, I'm pretty sure our follower count to explain that if you ask me. Because I mean, obviously your personality shows in your videos. And like I said, follower count probably says something about that. He said he doesn't care about followers, but he literally just makes videos all day. And he said I'm trying to get to 1,000 like a month ago, but that's off topic. But yeah, then Sean, so that's part of the group chat. Sean and the Braden kid. This Braden kid literally added me on every social media platform you could think of, and would like snap me 100 times a day, like defending this kid. Like they were literally like they had like a love for each other. Like I felt a sexual tension between that Braden kid and Philly Cole, bro. It was weird. It was creepy. And he would just go off on me. So I blocked him, and Philly Cole would snap me, and he'd be like, "Oh, why'd you block Braden? Why'd you block Braden?" And I'd be like, "Cause he's spamming me." And he's acting like Sean's like this big power. Like, no, he's really not. He's just this kid who makes vlogs on his TikTok every day, the same shitty vlog showing his dogs and him eating Taco Bell. The kid's gonna die of cholesterol in a few years. All he eats is Taco Bell every day. So basically, yeah, they would just make fun of me in a group chat because they were all wrong. None of them would talk to me one-on-one. They just group up on me, and they're all just these stupid little kids who would just team up on me. And it didn't work because they'd remove me from whenever I was making a valid point, they just removed me from the group chat or just cursed me out. It's just funny, honestly, to me.
Okay. Yeah. I think after this live, Sean, we have reached out to Sean because Philly Cole told us that Sean would like to be on the podcast. So he might be making an appearance. I think he's going to give his side of the story. Also, I know Deacon wants to be on the podcast as well. I'll plug, he's at Ting Sports on TikTok. And also Sean is Sean Massa, I believe. And then I haven't reached out to NBA Nation, so we'll see if he wants to join. But everyone's going.
The thing is, all these people you're mentioning are all going to be on his side. So
yeah.
Make it crying. You got to think about that.
I was going to ask you, is there anyone who's on your side here that you would like to be on the podcast?
I mean, if you want 25,000 something people on your podcast, that would take forever because all my followers would back me up. But I could probably find people that I can give to you to come on the podcast to tell the side.
Yeah. Okay. So you said something about how we started it back up, but basically I was just gonna say, because I was in Jack the Yankees Fan live one time, and you were in there, and Philly Cole was also in there. You guys were roasting each other. So then I thought it'd be funny to make a video about the boxing, and then I think that's where everything picked back up. I think then you made a video about his mom being fat,
which is a fact, by the way.
So yeah, I think that's why Cole is upset right now. I think he's always
getting mad about sensitive things. Yeah. All right, go on.
But yeah, I mean, also I think what did you think about him in the other episode saying that he deserves 50% of your profits?
Well, let's start with, he said that it's illegal to make money if you're 18, which and the lie, I'm not even sure if it is or not, but I haven't gotten in trouble for it. I'm talking about, I think he means creator fund. It's illegal, but live money, I don't think it's illegal because if I'm 16, I'm 15, but I said I'm 16 on there, and it's just, I could put my money in my account. So, and he literally, like, I've made like a ton of money, probably in the thousands range of money from TikTok, from lives and stuff, like pretty much all lives. And basically, this kid said it's illegal for me to do that, but I know he does it. I mean, he makes almost nothing. He had a video of him flexing $12 in his account, and he was like, "Oh, guys, I'm so rich." He was flexing his $12, which is kind of funny. I mean, that's kind of douchey in the first place to be flexing your money on your account. I never talk about that in videos, but granted, it was nothing. But yeah, and I know he's doing it with his like 5-cent pay he gets a day. So if anything, and he said you can go to jail. He's such a Karen for that. Like, everyone is making fun of it. It's just funny because I know I'm not doing anything wrong. So
okay,
and it's the 50% of the. Wait, I know you asked the cut thing. You should get the cut because he says all I make are videos on him. But if you look through, like, none of my videos are on him. Like, maybe a couple here and there. But he would sneak me into his videos. Like, I mean, he'd be making an Eagles update and be at the end like, "Oh, the Metsrsl, the Metsrsl," And he would start stuff from the side, stuff off camera. He would start. I had to make a video about, and it would make me look bad. And that's all he talks about. So yeah.
Okay, and then in his final message, he told you to back off. Any response to that?
Want me to back off? Well, I don't know what he's talking about, because if anything, he's just starting up again, right? I mean, I'm not saying it's your guys' fault for getting all these kids on that podcast, but that's just going to start stuff up again. And if he's the one initiating all of this stuff, if you think about it. So I don't even understand what he's saying by back off. I mean, and you said that joke thing. I don't know if that's a fight or not, but I mean, I don't know if there's a joke or not, the fight thing. But yeah. You could tell he instantly backed off because he knew he would get destroyed in a fight. Like the Jack Naked fan thing, that when you said the basement thing, that was so funny, man. That's hilarious.
Jack's gonna referee.
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah, bro. I would do that. Like in real life, no joke.
Yeah, Jack will go out to Jersey, hang out in his basement, watch you guys fight, put some bets on the table. You know how it is. But also, I wanted to make a point because he was actually the one saying that he just wants the beef to end and he just wants you to stop pushing it, I believe. And also I asked him if he wanted to come on the podcast with you in here as well, both of you guys at the same time. And he actually said,
no.
He actually said no. He said he just wants the beef to be over.
I have to make a comment about that. You know why he said no? Because he knew he would be destroyed if he talked to me one-on-one. Cole, I know you're watching this. You are scared to talk to me one-on-one because you knew you would get destroyed. That makes 100% sense why he turned down your offer to come on with me, because he knew he would get destroyed. That's why he's a little crybaby. I mean, come on, you can't tell me I'm not wrong.
Yeah. So guys,
so you'd come on here with Cole?
I would. I do it 100% because I knew he would look so stupid. He would be speechless because I would shut down everything he said with facts. I'd be Ben Shapiro up in here, like the Pro Sports Opinions kid. But he's scared to come on here with me. That's just, thank you for telling me that, because now I know that he's a little crybaby for not coming on here with me. That's funny.
I also have to ask about Pro Sports Opinion. I know you always call him Ben Shapiro, but is there any other like beef?
No, I don't have beef with him. We follow each other. He's chill. I don't have a problem with him. The Ben Shapiro thing was a joke because he's one of Philly Cole supporters, but we're fine with each
other. Okay. But yeah, I also noticed Philly Cole is saying a lot of like, he's saying a lot of like, I just want it to be done. I want the beef to be squashed. But he's also, I feel like he's kind of pushing it more than.
That's what I'm saying. And he declines to come on the show or the podcast with me. If he came on, we'd be able to settle it fine. I mean, obviously he would lose because he would not come on with me one-on-one because he knew he'd get destroyed. But if he came on, we could end the beef. But obviously Philly Cole is being a little bitch. Philly Cole hiding in his house, his ranch house in the middle of Delaware with his fat mom, doing God knows what, man. Philly Cole, you're such a bitch, dude. I know you're watching this and you're hide it away in your little freaking Eagles room. Weirdo, making your creepy ass videos with your stupid hat and the beard you haven't shaved from like 2006. Bro, you need to get it. You want me? I have plenty of money. I'll go buy you like a Gillette shaver. Any with that, you can, you just go like this on your face and get that stub off your face, man. God.
Dude. Cole, if you're watching,
shots are being fired right now.
Cole, if you're watching, you have to join it. You have to join this the next podcast.
That's what I'm saying.
Cole.
If Philly Cole, I'm saying this right now from Metsrsl. Philly Cole doesn't come on here with me. He's a little bitch and he's admitting that he's wrong. All right.
Come on, Cole. Build up the courage. Defend yourself.
He's too scared. He won't do it.
All right. But yeah, then so is there still tensions between you and Sean Massa? I think we kind of talked about.
I don't think so. I mean, I honestly like his account. I don't understand what his problem is. He's just one of those kids who praises Philly Cole all the time. So there's nothing I could do about it. He's one of those kids who just thinks he's the shit, honestly. He thinks he's better than everyone else because he'd go D1 in track, which honestly, like my 6-year-old cousin could go D1 for track. Like, you just run, bro. Like, it's not a flex. So I don't understand that kid, honestly. Shots fired at him too, I guess. But
all right.
I don't know.
Well, I think we're gonna try and get him. We have a lot of people. This podcast has already been pretty successful. We've had Jack the Yankees fan wants to be on. Dan Schmaltz wants to be on. King Sports wants to be on. Sean Massa wants to be on. There's a bunch of other people who want to be on that aren't as big. Yeah, so a lot of people want to be on the podcast. I can't wait to see where this goes. I think it sounds like Deacon is going to tell the most neutral side of the story.
Well, Jack too. You should get Jack Nikki fan on. He could talk about it.
Yeah, Jack. Yeah, we'll have Jack on for sure. I mean, I want to see someone who's on your side, because I feel like everyone is a little bit leaning towards Philly Cole.
Because they don't know the story at all. I mean, none of them know the story. Because if you could tell why he has all the people supporting him, or all, not really people, like a few people, is because the group chats. That's directly from the group chat he would add me to and tell people these lies. And I wouldn't go add him to group chats. I'd want to talk to him privately. That's why he has these kids who like support him. They probably don't care at all, but that's why. That's the direct reason why.
All right, all right. I think that covers everything. I mean, Nick, do you have anything else you want to ask?
No, I'm just hoping Philly Cole accepts the challenge and he joins one of the next episodes, and we get one-on-one action.
Yeah, that'd be
Come on,
awesome.
Cole. Grow some balls, Cole. Come
on. Scott, you got any last words?
I'm just gonna say, if Philly Cole doesn't want to come on, he's scared. He's a little bitch if he doesn't want to come on. That's all I have to say. All I got to say.
All right. Well, I think that'll about wrap it up, guys. That was Philly Cole. Thank you. Jesus Christ, I did that last episode too. I said I didn't mean to say that. I said bye, Scott.
Switch this up.
I did not mean to say that. So this was Metsrsl, aka Scott. Thanks for joining, and I hope we can do this again sometime. This was great.
For sure. Yeah.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.